What's up, One Up Nation? We are One Up for Life. I am Bobby.
B.
Greg.
And today we are doing Assassin's Creed Unity.
Unity.
So we already did the Assassin's Creed Rogue, so now we got to do Unity. Now, I played Unity. I like Unity. One of the things I don't like about Unity is that it's maxed out at 900p. So it's not a full 1080p game. So I don't like that as much.
Nitpick.
I do nitpick. But that's the point of doing reviews.
It's still
nitpick.
beautiful.
It's an amazing looking game. It's a beautiful looking game. But there are also a few glitches every now and then.
Oh,
But
the glitches.
the
The glitches. There's a lot of glitches.
It's a good thing that they addressed them.
They did
and
address
they
them.
said they will be patching them. Unlike DICE. Take notes. Damn it.
DICE don't care. That's why EA is on DICE so much. But completely different video.
Redheaded stepchild. You just gotta keep it in mind. And no offense to any watchers if you were that person.
We're going to put up a message right here. We do not condone or endorse redheaded stepchildren abuse. Okay. So, I like the game. I like the game a lot. It has a really good storyline to it. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not going to go into the story mode too much for people because I want you to enjoy the story the way I'm enjoying the story. But I like to say it's really good. It's really, really good. I'm
enjoying it. You know, and if you guys have seen our Rogue video, you know that I'm not a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. Even though I do enjoy the stories, I just never played them as much until Unity.
And on the contrary,
same here.
Yeah, and on the contrary, I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan who has played every one of them except for Liberation, and I'm going to change that because I need to play that one.
But it's so fun. I love it.
Well, I'm sleepy in the background now. Every time I see that one guy, I think of like the Seven Dwarfs because of his hat. But no, the mechanics on it are very nice. The movement's a lot more streamlined than it was before, which I didn't really think you could
graphically
do it.
Visually. My jaw drops every freaking scene. Like the mansion, it looks amazing.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
And then I don't know if you've reached the part yet. I don't even know where. I think I'm sequence 3, maybe. I don't know. But it's like the where we go back to like 1896 or whatnot, and it's like this huge carnival in Paris, and they show like
you gotta put it under the door. Put it under the door.
It's
I just
so
kept
put it under the door.
No, what threw me off is that this clock right here, it was glowing through the wall. So I never understood why it was glowing through the wall. So I kept trying to look at it to find out what the hell was going on.
I get stuck on some of these parts. Like they get confusing.
They do get confusing.
I think it's like the same scene I was describing where it's. I forget what it was like a breach from Absteros. I can't remember.
Abstergo.
There you go. And you had to like find an underground subway to get out from there. It took me forever. I panicked. It took me forever trying to find that damn thing, and I almost got killed. And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm gonna have to restart." And then I saw at the last minute as like the breach almost hit me, and I just dashed down there.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely one of the things where they give you minimal direction.
Very.
And I actually kind of like that they give you minimal direction, because if they gave you all the directions right up front, it wouldn't feel like you're really doing anything but following orders, and it wouldn't be as fun. With this one, you're like, oh my god, where do I go? What do I do? Oh my god! So you're freaking out. So,
but it marks every chest and every like token.
Yeah. Well, it didn't always do that. The reason that they started doing that on the newer Assassin's Creeds is because people were complaining that they couldn't find all of the flags in Assassin's Creed 1, all the feathers in Assassin's Creed 2, and all the other collectibles in Brotherhood and Revelations. That's why a lot of them, there's not as many collectibles in them.
That's why you look at them online.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you look online.
It's kind of like Batman.
With
the Riddler things. They're all over the
I'm not even gonna lie. I did that for Destiny. I was looking up. I was like, where are all the down ghosts and the golden chests? I did that
when I was playing Thief. I did that for Thief with the hidden saves and the combinations. But even though I did stop it, quick thing. This scene here, I hated it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I hated it because I kept getting caught.
I hate that everyone knows who you are.
That's what killed me. That's what killed me.
He looks like a stranger, but no, he's not supposed to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah. What killed me in the video?
So many times.
What killed me in the video is that as soon as they were like, "Oh, press Y to use Eagle Vision," as soon as I turned it on, there was a guard next to me, and I had nothing. I couldn't do anything.
Before they even told me to do the Eagle Vision, I had already done it. And because I was going the opposite way, and the minute I did, there was like 6 guards. I'm like, well, that's not the right way.
Oh yeah.
But even when I went over here, this one that kept walking, or there's like another one that's parallel to him, but on the outside of the tent, they walk the same pattern, but sometimes they would like do it differently, and then they would do it together. Got caught all the time. Then I just said, screw it. I climbed the building and just scaled my way over to the checkpoint.
Yeah, see, this was the thing again with getting kind of lost. I didn't know exactly where to go through this. I thought that there was a door open that I could climb through.
Come on.
But then I realized, no,
parkour.
The windows are open. That's another thing that I really like about this game, that all the other Assassin's Creed games were free running.
Yeah, you can go up and down.
Yeah, and this one is parkour.
Side.
This one's parkour, and what's really cool about that is that parkour originated in Paris.
Yes.
So when you play a game, in Assassin's Creed Unity that's set in Paris, of course there's got to be parkour. It can't just be free running.
No.
There has to be some like parkourness to it. And I actually like the parkour better than I like the free running because you feel a little bit more in control. Mm-hmm. And not only do you feel a little bit more in control, you're spotted. I know. I'm like, fuck. I'm trying to run slowly, run away slowly, survive. But it sets the game apart from any other one. Honestly, the only thing I can think of that I didn't like about the game is the glitching. Like on my personal YouTube channel, in the first video that I have, when you watch it, I turn to the left and I see 4 people fall through the ground. And I'm like, what just happened?
I had one yesterday where there was an extremist sitting on the corner. Mm-hmm. I was getting ready to assassinate him, and then out of nowhere, he just lifted.
Yeah.
And just kept going through the building. Like when he lifted, it was like a slanted lift because his body merged with the building, and like you just saw like his leg go into the ceiling, and I was like, oh, this is like a Doctor Who moment right now.
Yeah, it got kind of weird because they went through the floor, they went through the ground, and I'm like, what just happened? So I started walking towards them a little bit, and all of a sudden they fell out of the sky and they were dead, and they were like, Arno didn't kill civilians. I'm like, I didn't kill anybody. They fell. They were like that when I got here. I don't know, but they didn't believe me.
I had issues. I get stuck on a lot of things. Like, I'll be running, and then I'll try and get down off of something, and I'm sitting here hitting circle, and
that's
just like, I'll hang on this lead. No, I want you to get down.
There's a couple times where I'll hit circle, and he'll start going up, and I'm like, no, the diagram tells me to go down with circle. Yeah, I get caught a couple times because of those type of glitches.
I think that's just any kind... There are a lot of glitches like that in Assassin's Creed Unity, but I think that's in any kind of traversal game that's not just left and right. You know, because I've gotten that a lot with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, where I get to a ledge and I'm hitting A to go up, and it doesn't matter. I fall all the way to the ground, and the next thing I know, I'm on top of where I was supposed to be. You know, it's I think that it's a lot of glitches like that, and I think maybe it's just because the next-gen systems are still very new, so people are still trying to figure out the best way to code for them, but I think that as long as you get your patches out quick enough that these glitches don't constantly happen, it'll be fine.
Once again, dice. Come on.
So, let's do our ratings. Why not? Right? Yeah. Out of 10? You can go first.
I'm going to go with a 9.
9?
Just because of the glitch issues, but I know they're going to be fixed, so it'll change. But as of right now, 9.
I'll give it an 8.
You want to give it an 8?
Yeah. I mean, it's not something like I'd get into, really. I mean, I like it. Maybe it would be different whenever I start playing with other people, like, online. But, like, it's just like a regular Assassin's Creed game to me. It feels like it, at least.
It does definitely feel like it. The controls are completely different, which is nice. They feel a lot more natural than the other ones did.
I do like the French Revolution part of it, though.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's
all the streets, it's just...
It's chaos. It's chaos.
Yeah, I love
it's
it.
amazing.
I seen a guy the one time holding a stick, and I walked right by him, and I like did double... It was like, that's a head.
Yeah.
He has a head on a stick.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Well, one of the other things, before I give my
Shady?
review... I don't know, I thought it was Santa, so I just followed him for a while.
Santa's an
Why are you
assassin.
wearing a
You never know. You never know. He had a beard.
It's a formal party. Why are you wearing a cloak?
Who are you, Snape?
He was glowing gold, so I just figured why not follow
Clearly, he's someone of importance.
One of the biggest things that I really liked about this game as well was the customization. I meant to touch on this earlier in the video.
Fan.
The customization on this game is so much higher than it's ever been. And I like it.
I love it.
You like it. You
I
didn't like it.
I prefer
I'm getting
games.
sick of these games with so much customization.
You just want to be put into the game.
I just want to play the game. I don't want to pick out what belt I want to wear with my hood to match my shoes.
Just because you're not a fashionista doesn't mean that we
And
don't.
then I'll start to pick out my
can't be.
rings. Maybe put it in contacts. I don't know.
Honestly,
We'll
if they
go
would've made a
crazy.
customization for Black Flag, you probably would have had to pick out your rings because of pirates.
Yeah, that's true. Earrings.
Maybe
and
dye
everything.
my hair.
Cuffs.
I'm not gonna tattoo on my face. I don't know.
You gonna go Mike Tyson on us?
You play the game for a half hour
But-
and all you're doing is customizing it.
I will say
see-
that's like that's the downfall of a lot of customization. That you're
When
like
did these
an
games
hour and a
become
half into the
Sims?
game. That's the downfall of customization. When you're an hour and a half into the game and you actually haven't started the game yet because you're trying to get your character to look the way you
Yes.
want them to look.
What
But
name
the
do you
best
want
part
them to
about
have?
that is that you can personalize the character to however you want it to be.
And that's why I love it.
Yeah.
I would prefer games that have more customization. Just because there's just the way that the next gen games are coming out, there's this everyone's getting really big into the open universe aspect and just being able to do a lot more personalization and customization.
Oh, by the way, I
characters.
found the cake.
You found the cake, so it's not a lie. It's in
It's not a lie.
Paris.
It's in Paris.
All right,
Yeah.
What?
we have to go there. But,
Cake's not a
no.
lie. I proved.
Okay.
But no, the customization, I'm a fan of it across the board. Any game that has a bunch of customization, I love it.
I agree.
Something about making my character the way I want him to be, awesome.
It gets you more emotionally invested into the game because you can say, "That's my guy. That's who I chose."
And it's the same way with any type of game like Diablo or games that where you actually have to build your character. You have just a complete connection to that character because you spent so much time leveling them up, getting them all the gear. I'm sure, Greg, you feel that way for Destiny.
Yeah. I don't really care what it looks like. I just want the
You just want
armor
the armor.
upgrades.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to get used to because it looks like all these next gen games are just coming out. With,
I mean,
Call of Duty's doing it now too, where you can pick out your fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
That's another
exosuit
video.
and everything, but that's a different video. But let's finish up ratings real quick. I give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, when the patches come out, I'll probably bump that back up to 10 out of 10 because the story is amazing. The mechanics are very solid besides the glitches. The graphics are amazing, even though they're locked at 900p instead of 1080p. Again, I'm picking, but I don't care. But I love the game. I love the game. I don't understand why so many people gave it such bad reviews. I think it's a great game.
It might be because there's a learning curve with
Probably.
Unity. There is
Probably.
definitely a learning curve when you're playing Unity.
Probably. I can see that.
It's not as simple just because I think honestly it's the parkour aspect.
Probably. It's not as... I like to think you have more control, but it's not as smooth if you don't get used to it right away.
Have either of you jumped to your death yet?
I have.
I have not.
I have jumped to my
I'm
death.
not, because I'm too good for that. I don't jump to
you
my
played
death.
it so much of all the Assassin's Creed.
'Cause I am an Assassin's Creed fan.
I
don't
jumped to
jump
my death by accident because I thought I was at a eagle vision point.
Uh-huh.
So I climbed to the top of a church that I thought was with a perfect eagle view.
Try to sink.
And I tried to sing. I'm like, oh well, it looks like I better get down. So I was just thinking I could do a leap of faith, but there was no.
There was no hay,
Hay.
so you just hit the ground. Just pancake real quick.
Desynchronized quick.
Oh god, I've done that before in Assassin's Creed 1.
Play a lot of Assassin's Creed, you figure out that birds on the edge of a building, you can jump off.
Exactly. That's one of the visual cues that you get. Also, just letting you guys know that's our buddy Ben sitting on the side.
Cameraman.
He's helping us with the camera today. But today it's time for the Gamer Bible.
Gamer Bible.
Gamer Bible, verse 10.
Holy Gamer Bible.
Verse 10?
Verse 10.
What does verse 10 say?
Verse 10. All right. Oh, this actually coincides.
Father
with the last
Brandon,
one.
what is verse
All right. If you're going to have sex with your significant other, don't try to continue playing the game. Please don't.
No.
Just tell us, hey, just make up a lie. I gotta go real quick.
I gotta take a crap. You can even tell us, I'm gonna go have sex. That's fine. Just don't stay on the game.
Yeah, I mean, no. Granted, there are people who could probably like play and like don't even affect their gameplay, so no one will actually know that they're doing something else. But there are other.
That means you're
times-
doing one of them wrong, by the way.
Yeah, that means you're doing one of them wrong. You're either more focused on the game or you're more focused on with your significant other. But anyway, just I don't know, just get off the game, do your business, and come back, shoot an invite or whatnot. Just don't stay on the game.
Yeah, if you stay on the game, we will judge you.
Especially if you forget to mute yourself. We will judge.
Yeah.
Very hard.
If you go 1-24 and you don't finish either one, then you've lost all respect. I'm just saying. That's just how it is. That is how it is. But that is it for this video of One Up for Life, our review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment.
Like, comment, or subscribe.
Thank you. Share it. Let us know what you think about the video not the video so far. Let us know what you think about the game if you've played it and you don't agree with us.
Mush mouse over
Let
there.
us know. I know, right? I just can't talk today.
Spit it out.
But
spit that shit out, man.
until next time, we are One Up for Life. I am Bobby.
B.
Greg.
And we'll talk to you on the next one.